Yo guys, what is going on? My name is Fletcher, you can call me Workflow. This is my first video since World War II's come out. It is finally here. The hype is real, but it's dropped. I've had plenty of time with my hands on the game, and long story short, it's awesome. It's kick-ass, it's super fun. If you've just come from like an advanced movement COD like Infinite Warfare or Black Ops 3, you will still enjoy this game. I mean, I can't promise that, but it's awesome. It's just a nice change. I think a lot of things have been simplified, like the creator class. Now everyone's just kind of brought down to the same level. There are no crutch perks or anything. Like, it's not like everyone runs fast hands or everyone runs awareness. Like, you basically, instead of picking 3 perks, you pick 1 basic training skill. And there are things called divisions, which I've talked about in my beta videos. There's basically a division for each style of gun. So for example, SMGs, LMGs, shotguns, snipers, assault rifles, is that all of them? But yeah, there's a division for each respective class of gun, and that comes with like a perk. So like the SMG class has got a suppressor. Let me see, what's the assault rifle class called? The division code? I can't remember, but anyway, it's got a bayonet on it, and yeah, so it's been simplified. I don't know where that's going to go down, like in say competitive, but for pubs, I've found it to be manageable. It's an adjustment for sure, but you know, everyone's on the same playing field. Everyone has to deal with, you know, just choosing one combat training skill. So I think that's cool. There are a few, I mean, not everything's perfect, so there's that. There are a few things that are wrong with the game, and for a AAA title, some of them shouldn't be there, but having said that, most of them can be fixed like through patches. So like, for example, when the game first came out, all the servers filled up. Naturally, everyone wanted to play the game at the same time, but you'd think that Activision, being the size of publisher that they are, they'd be used to like dropping a game as big as COD, and they'd have enough server space. But hey, yeah, so servers filled up and not everyone who bought the game could actually play it, which, you know, that's kind of lame for a AAA title that you're paying, you know, upwards of, you know, it was on sale for like $60, but normally you pay like around the $80 mark, 80 Australian. So yeah, that's not ideal. But a lot of the buggy things and that, you know, they'll be smoothed out with patches, so that's OG, and like everyone can get on the game now, so that's fine. There are a couple of bugs that I need to do a bit more research on, like the aim assist bug. I've heard people, like, after they've been damaged or they've damaged an enemy, that they lose aim assist, and so half their gunfights feel really weird, and I've kind of found that to be true. I've found, and I'm sure you can see my gameplay, I feel a lot less accurate in this Call of Duty than I have in, say, Black Ops 3 or even Infinite Warfare. That's been really noticeable for me, but aim assist can be fixed. That's not something that's like, you know, attached to the engine or whatever. Like that can easily, that can be fixed through a patch. But again, I have to do more research on that. It could be the flinch, because a lot of people have been saying flinch is really strong in this game. Now there is a basic training skill that overcomes that. I think it's called primed, I could be wrong. It gives you an extra attachment slot and it reduces flinch. And who knows, that could be like a crutch perk for this game. Everyone could end up running it, because the flinch is really noticeable if you're coming from like one of the last CODs, coming from like the last 2 years. Because yeah, you see that in a bunch of my gunfights, I'm just missing shots. It's crazy. But yeah, what else do I want to talk about? They're the bad things. Like that's, you know, people who really nitpick the game will probably find more things that are wrong with it. Like the fact there are only 9 maps. They're great maps, so the only ones I have an issue with is like Gustav Cannon, which it is impossible to run any gun really except for a sniper. It's just, that's crazy. But apart from that, and you know, there'll be DLC and whatnot, so there'll be more maps dropping. But yeah, I think that pretty much summarizes the bad things. You know, and half of them are already fixed. Like, and you know, there's not like all the stuff, you know, all the weapon variations are all cosmetic. That's great. No one has an unfair advantage. That's awesome. So yeah, and it like, and that's pretty much all the bad things. So, you know, and the good things are just, you know, the list is crazy. The game modes are great. They've done a really good job with like their newish game modes, like Gridiron. I mean, I guess that's like uplink, just boots on the ground, but it's awesome. I'll be trying to bring you guys heaps of that footage for Gridiron. It's been, for me, probably one of the funnest game modes. Gridiron. I know that's unpopular probably. I mean, Search is really popular. Domination. Oh, you know what? I don't even think Domination is going to be as popular in this game just because like Q is only 50 points. It's a lot more objective oriented, which I think is a good thing. But it might not be like, for like the pub stompers, it might be a less popular game mode. But yeah. I think Search will be really big. I hope Gridiron's going to be really big because I'm having a ball playing it. CTF's fun. That's always been a fun game. Although in Jetpack CODs, it wasn't as popular. Like no one was playing CTF. It was impossible to find a CTF game. So we'll see how that goes. We'll see how that plays out, you know, throughout the meta goes on. But yeah. And apart from that, like the way the game feels, apart from the aim assist thing, is awesome. It looks great. I mean, sprint out time's a little bit slower compared to the futuristic CODs, but you know, that's just something you get used to. And there's a basic training perk which kind of counters that. It's called Gunslinger. But yeah, overall, I love the way it looks. I love the way it sounds. It's not. I feel like it's gonna be the time to kill is quick. I don't think it will be a hard game to master. I think once you learn the lines of sight and how the guns feel and which guns are strong and which ones you should use, what works for you, and as long as you have a good like fundamental knowledge of COD, I think you'll have a ball on this game. Yeah. So yeah, that's pretty much sums up everything I wanted to say for this video, guys. It kicks on for a little bit. It's just gameplay. It's just all TDM. This is one of my first games jumping on. I think I did okay. I can't remember my stats or anything, but you know what? Maybe I did average. Who knows? But yeah, stick around to watch the rest of the video. I've got some music playing, so yeah, it won't have totally no sound. My next video will have sound, by the way. Apologies for that. But yeah, that pretty much sums it up. Thanks heaps for watching. If you liked it, please make sure to hit the thumbs up. And if you're new, subscribe. That'd be sick. Thanks heaps, guys. And enjoy the rest of your day. Peace.
Roll with this, 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 roll with